Welcome to the Dansports.tips MLB preview show for today, the 9th of May. Fantastic day yesterday. Of course, there was always going to be one that lost. Of course, it was going to be the Cleveland Indians. What did we expect? They're fast becoming a team that I'm looking to swerve. Every year there's one I can't get right, and I thought it was the Nationals at first, but maybe it's the Indians this year. That being said, we're nicely back in profit now for the year. There are 3 games I'm looking at playing tonight, so let's get straight on with it. The first game I'm looking at is the Oakland Athletics at the Boston Red Sox. Sonny Gray's not been pitching to the standards that he has set for himself at this young point in his career. He's allowed 11 runs in 9 innings over his last 2 starts with 3 home runs. Clay Buchholz will oppose for Boston tonight. He was pretty good last time out against the White Sox. That improved him to 1-3 with a 5.71 ERA on the year. Against the Oakland Athletics, he does, however, have an ERA approaching 7. Looking at the weather forecast, there are reasonable winds forecast to be blowing out to right field in Boston today. There's plenty of power on display for the Red Sox, who are swinging a very solid bat at the moment. They hit multiple 4, I think, home runs last night at Yankee Stadium. There's certainly the potential for Buchholz to be bad again, that I would suggest he will be rather than good. The line is set at 8.5. I see no reason why we aren't going to get to 9 runs with the pitchers and hitters and weather conditions that we have in Boston today. So as such, we will play the over. Baltimore at Minnesota. This features a pair of young starters in Wilson and Berrios, who are both coming off solid outings the last time. Minnesota have been struggling at the plate. They've not been scoring runs for a while. And prior to the power surge for Baltimore last night that led them to 11 runs, which was mainly from Manny Machado and his 2 home runs that batted in 6 of those, they had been struggling to score runs as well. The Orioles are very much boom or bust at the plate. We got fairly strong winds forecast to be blowing in, assisting the pitchers at target field tonight. The over-under line is set at 8.5. I'm a little bit annoyed it was 9 when I looked earlier, but such is life. It's now moved to 8.5, so we aren't going to get the push on 9, but we are going to play the under at 8.5. The final game I want to look at today is the Toronto Blue Jays visiting the San Francisco Giants at AT&T Park. Jake Peavy is struggling. He has allowed 13 runs in his last 2 starts. He's got the highest ERA amongst starters in baseball at 9. Now he gets to face the powerhouse that is the Blue Jays lineup. The Blue Jays haven't been hitting as well as they did last year. That being said, they are getting a struggling pitcher. The forecast has got fairly strong winds blowing straight out to beside the bay tonight, which will negate the fact it's a pitcher's park a little bit. I did toy with the over, particularly with Aaron Sanchez pitching for Toronto. He's had issues getting out left-handed batters in the past, and the Giants do have a few options that hit left-handed and hit fairly well. But he's been pitching well enough that and the Giants are struggling at the plate, that I don't know whether or not they will take advantage of Sanchez today. That being said, I do think I can trust the Blue Jays to score enough runs to cover a run line. So the decision I took in the end was to take Toronto -1.5 on the run line to beat the San Francisco Giants today. Those are the plays I'm looking at tonight. There were a few others that were fairly close, but I've decided not to get carried away just because we're winning. Hit me up on Twitter if you want to chat about the plays. Let me know in the comments what you think. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Thanks for watching the show. Best of luck if you're having a play today. Play ball.